Yo, and welcome to another episode of the NBA podcast. Long time no see, guys. Took a little bit of a break, but we're back. Welcome back. Your host, Samson.
Bees.
Chemist.
Abby.
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today?
Good,
Great.
man. Excited.
Good.
Excited. NBA's taking a lot of turns. Obviously, we're in our third week of NBA ball right now. Not third week.
Only
or
third week?
Fourth.
Should be
week.
fourth.
Right? It's November 30th.
Yeah,
we start October. Yeah,
literally,
1
yeah,
month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Month, yeah.
I'm tripping. My fault. But yeah, fourth week of the NBA. A lot of things have happened in the season tournament, the league in general. Let's get into it. First and foremost, let's talk about our boy Josh Giddey. Got a little bit of allegations, police allegations. I haven't heard this in the NBA for a while, but young cat, like 20, 21 years old, got caught with apparently a high school junior at the time. Obviously my boy Josh Giddey is an American, so different rules play in different cultures. He's obviously from Australia. So how do you guys feel about the situation? Do you give him sympathy, or is it just like...
I don't really know, like I just saw like the headlines. Like I never really like went into the details, so I don't really know. Like,
I keep hearing different things. Like he was 19 and she was 16. He was 21. She was 17. Like I keep hearing different.
So
like,
the report is saying, so obviously Josh Giddey turned 21 last month, and this girl was a junior in high school at the time. So from my calculations, a junior is like around 16 or 17 years old, and then
turning
he's
17.
20. Yeah, so he's 21. I don't think, like, for me personally, like, obviously I know in this country it's kind of like, it's messed up, but I did get reports that apparently in Oklahoma that the age limit for consent was 16 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or false, but
No, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
And in Australia, where he's from. Right?
Australia is also the same, so it's not like he was breaking the rules completely. But again, I also heard that this was 2 years ago, so it could have been a different story.
this incident was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard different things about that.
There is different things. This is from the report I'm getting, obviously, so most reliable report, obviously.
Well, I'm actually surprised that he's been playing games. Like I didn't think.
Yeah.
I thought the NBA would like. Not even the NBA. I felt like
But I
everyone
really
just
don't-
canceling. Like,
I don't think the NBA, like, honestly, like, no disrespect to the NBA, obviously we talk about it every week, but like, I don't feel like the NBA is like a strict league. Like, I feel like they let a lot of things slide.
They do, yeah.
Miles
you're
Bridges,
right.
like, dude, like the things he did, bro. He was
Yeah.
doing
That
drugs.
explain is
He beat his
crazy,
girlfriend,
yeah.
and he's playing in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I just feel like, me personally, I think the NFL is like probably the strictest league.
For sure.
100, like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you smoke weed, bro, you're done. Like that quick, right? Like, you do one crazy thing, you're out. Like, we saw it happen to what's his name? The Ravens quarterback, not quarterback, running back. What's his name?
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice, bro. He beat his
Yeah.
girlfriend, bro.
Yeah.
Blackballed, never got a chance in the league.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was that quick. So
Dang, yeah, you're right. Bro.
that's crazy, right? And that was like 10 years ago. Imagine how it is now.
NBA, you can kneel. You can do whatever you want. Who's the quarterback? Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick, and he got blackballed like
Kneel,
that.
he's out.
I
He's
think
never
it's a
gonna-
bit different though, because like these are only allegations, and like there have been allegations before, but like it's very like blurry. Like
Yeah.
we don't know a lot of the details, and like again, like he isn't 29 messing with a 14-year-old. Like he's relatively, from what I've heard, in between 2 to 4 years, around the same age. The age of consent is, we don't know where it took place, so I feel like
Yeah.
it's like we can't really say anything or judge them until we hear the full story, until they confirm it. But I think it's just like that's why he's playing, because they don't have, like, I saw it on TikTok, so I'm like, we can't just take something from TikTok and get the league to ban him, you know what I mean? They have to get all the facts down, all the evidence, and then we'll see from there.
Yeah.
You just gotta be smarter. Though. I feel like a lot of these players don't think. Like
Yeah.
if you're getting a generational type money, like you just gotta be like
Much more cautious of how you
much
move.
more cautious with your choices. You know what I mean?
Like
Just
Zion too. Zion was so stupid when it came to girls.
Zion, Ja, like
I feel like I asked this question a lot, but like, are you guys kind of worried for the next generation? Because I feel like we're seeing this Kevin Porter, we're seeing this with Miles Bridges,
KPJ, Miles Bridges,
yeah, like, and now Josh Giddey, like, and Zion as well, like girls, and also like John Morant with his, his situation is like a lot of young players. And I don't remember this happening when I first started watching ball. Like, I don't remember LeBron, Kobe, like KD, like none of these guys were getting in allegations when they were young. Even Russell Westbrook, like I'm talking about the best players when I started watching ball.
Kobe got one. But
Yeah,
Kobe
that was it in the past.
Jason Kidd did, but here's the thing though, like, I don't think that they're dumber or that they like, like it's the problem with the generation. I think it's just social media. Like back then, like LeBron didn't have social media blowing up like it did now, where like everything you do, every decision you make is like
under a microscope.
Under a microscope, everyone's watching your every move. You really gotta like,
Even your past can like brought back to
yeah,
can
so
be
you
brought
gotta
back to the
just play
future.
smart. So like, I feel like they just gotta be smarter. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's really it.
Yeah. Anyways, getting into regular season basketball. Some things happen. Obviously, the NBA charts aren't the same since the last pod. Not at all, actually. Timberwolves are the first seed in the Western Conference. That is how surprised are you guys about that? Like honestly, for me, I feel like
I'm super surprised because last year I know Cat was injured, but
Right.
like I remember when Cat came back, bro, like it was not working. Like Gobert and Cat together,
right.
just too big and there was no spacing. But I'm just very surprised. I guess Ant and I guess like over the summer they just really like locked in. I don't know. I'm very surprised.
yeah.
I didn't think they'd work.
That threw me off too. I think it's their defense though, because I've watched a few of their games and they just got some straps.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is
Yeah.
really playing D now. They have Gobert, of course.
A lot of the games are close actually, so you could probably tell it's the
Yeah, and
defense
I feel
that
like
pulling
it is
them through.
defense now because like every team we were just talking about, every team has offense now. Like everybody can score. Like everyone's nice now at this point. Like there's so much
Cat
talent.
locked in. My fault. I don't mean.
Now you good. Go
Cat
ahead.
locked in on defense too. I saw like something. He's like top 10 in the league in defensive like box score, which is
Cat?
crazy. Yeah, swear.
At
That's
this moment,
surprising.
Yeah, he should be still top 10 because he was like it was even like it was like 5, 4 something like
very
that. So
surprising.
Cat locked in on defense. Obviously Andrew. I said Andrew. What was his name?
Anthony.
Edwards.
I say
we know
Andrew Wiggins.
Edwards is-
Yeah, Anthony Edwards taking a leap. I think that was part of it. Him being on Team USA and just
I think
getting-
I kind of from watching the Timberwolves, I think like it's solidified that it's his team.
yeah.
I
I
think-
think that changed over now.
100%. Yeah. So I'm glad that Cat has kind of let his ego go.
Yeah.
He's not that guy, but you know he let
I think
it
he
to
can
Ant.
be. How old is he? He's not too old, right?
Yeah, he's not.
'Cause,
I
like,
just
when-
think that Cat doesn't. You think Cat's not?
Well, bro, when he came in, bro, I'm not gonna lie, his potential was
crazy.
This guy could have been a king, but better because he can shoot
Yeah.
threes. Like you know what I
And
mean? Like,
it's crazy
if
that,
he
like-
still grows. He can be nice. I just like.
I think he's
He's
27,
kind of like
28.
DeAndre in. Like he's not progressing the way we thought he should. You know.
28.
But I think if he gets
He's
like he's
he
already
just
on a good
turned 28.
team, if he keeps working and actually like.
I think it's not even like for me personally. When I think of Karl Anthony Towns, he could be a second man to a championship team, never the first. I just don't think
Sure.
he has that killer in
I
him,
agree.
right?
That's true.
Anthony Edwards is he's young too. Like I even think like arguable take. Like I think he has more of a killer than him than his peers in his draft, like LaMelo Ball. You feel me? Like
sure.
like
Fair,
guys
yeah.
like Anthony Edwards. Like I know like when it comes to crunch time, I want him to have the ball, right?
Facts.
LaMelo is also he's proven in the clutch, but Anthony Edwards has done it more, I think, in his career. Obviously,
sure.
they played the same amount of time. So I think me personally, that's why I believe Anthony Edwards should get the throne when it comes to that Timberwolves squad.
For sure. And I think they gave it over to him this year, and that's part of why. I think he took that leap. He's more confident in what he does. And obviously, Cat taking that step up in defense. And overall, I think maybe they just had like more time. I don't know what they do in training camp or whatever, but they had more time to just gel and understand how it's going to work.
For
sure,
And their bench players got really nice, like Nas Reed.
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed's tough.
No, it is tough.
He's dirty. And then they got McDaniels as well.
Daniels, yeah.
Did they sign him to like a crazy contract? or was
Jaden,
that
yeah,
his
they
brother?
re-signed him. I don't know if it was crazy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I think they did. Yeah, I saw
they
that.
re-signed him. I know
Mike
that.
Yeah.
Conley's always been solid too.
Mike
Very
Conley's
solid.
solid.
He's hooping. So
Who else do they
squad.
have?
Any
They have
squad.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Yeah. They overall just have like, they have very like solid
Yeah,
defensive
just-
wings that can also produce.
You think this
on
stays?
offense.
You think this Timberwolves like first seed in the West stays, or
Nah.
just?
Nah.
I don't think it's
Nah.
going to
if
stay.
they stay healthy, I feel like that's what it is now. Just, if they're healthy, I feel like
I'm
maybe
not, like,
the
sho-
one seed because the Nuggets are playing without Murray. So like,
Yeah.
if he comes
Yeah.
back, like
You know how it is. The Nuggets without Murray is definitely like. It's
I
not
think
the same
Nuggets and when the Suns' big three are healthy, they're going to be dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
But I think they can maintain top 5.
They're one game behind the spot. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, they can maintain top 5 though.
Top 5,
100%.
yeah, for sure.
We'll get into Abi's little take from last week. As you guys all know, he thought the Warriors were, something big.
Crazy.
They were gonna go places, and a week and a half later, this team is 2-8. Since Abi said that the Warriors had amazing potential.
they were 6-2, right?
Yeah,
Before?
6
Yeah,
and
they
2.
were 6-2,
6-2, and they actually lost. It's crazy. They lost the game that night, and then
Then they haven't won a game.
yeah. No, they won 2 games. They've won 2 games in the last 10. It's terrible. It's terrible. Man, what's up with the Warriors, guys? I feel like their whole team is healthy. Not really too many excuses on that squad, but from watching them, you could just tell that it's a very it's not the same Warriors anymore. Like I think at the beginning of the season it was. I can't even lie. I would agree with Abi in the beginning, but it's looking like we're seeing the flaws of the Warriors coming out.
I think it's just Klay Thompson. Like that's like that's what it is.
It's the
Like,
majority of it.
Everyone else is kind of like Wiggins was started out terrible. He's been playing a little bit better from
Right.
what I've seen. Like he's still not
He's not the same guy from 2 years ago.
who was an
No.
all-star, but like I feel like give him time. Like I don't know what this slump is for him. It's kind of random, but like Klay's just been
Garbage.
like
Did you
even
guys
when
do-
Klay plays well, like it's not like a good game, you know?
It's not enough to help the team
Not
like
enough to help
win.
the team. His defense isn't the same. Like I hate to say it.
There's just nobody who has consistent offensive production other than Curry, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you could see actually yesterday Andrew Wiggins and Curry both had 29 and 10, so solid
Wiggins
games.
been hooping. Like he's been playing a bit better from when he started.
They almost beat the Kings, which they lost to.
They
But
should have
they
won
don't-
that game.
Yeah.
Should've
Well,
won.
they came back, bro.
Yeah.
Draymond was suspended 5 games too.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, like for them, like this is the year Moody and Kuminga, like weren't they both lottery picks?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like they have to start hooping. I mean, like I've been seeing them, like they're playing good, but like bro, Clay's not stepping up. Like y'all gotta.
Kuminga's been decent. You know, it's funny. Moody, I think, was it in the Kings game? It was one of the last 2 games. He was hooping, and like he had like a big run for them, and then they took him out for Clay. And then Steve Kerr was getting like crucified for that decision. They were like, "Why'd you take him out?" And, he's
And
like,
they lost because of that.
yeah, and he's like, "We had to go with our guys," and it's like, I don't know if
Dang.
Clay's that guy anymore, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Moody has been good. Like I feel like he might be. They might want to experiment with him in the starting lineup, but Clay.
That would be crazy. Like I agree that it should.
Yeah, they only gave him
no one
13 minutes last night. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, I understand the loyalty part, but it's like, bro, if you can't just keep banking on Clay if he's going to
hurting
drop
him
off.
at this point, bro.
Yeah.
It hurts to watch him play.
Draymond has like almost negative offensive production at this point.
100%.
Or-
Do you think? I want to ask a question. Do you think the Warriors kind of regret the decision of signing both Clay and Draymond
Yeah.
after seeing this?
Yeah.
After seeing this,
Now they
season?
do for sure.
100%.
And Draymond hasn't been like bad. Like
He hasn't been horrible.
He's been Draymond for real, but like with everyone else not picking up the slack, like it's just
Yeah.
Draymond doesn't really stand out, you know. So I feel like what it is for Clay is he has to just change the way he plays. He's playing like old Clay, coming off screens, pulling like, you know what I mean, coming off a screen, shooting right away, and I'm like, bro, you can't make that shot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to pass it up, like find your shot, like change up how you play.
His defense dropped off crazy too.
on the same defensive slide. I want to get into y'all. Everyone here is a Wizards fan besides me, right?
I guess.
Wizards fan.
Fortunately.
You can call us that.
You.
I don't know if I want to take pride in it. But you can call us that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of complaints. Obviously, we're in the DMV area. Yeah, the Wizards have just been.
Garbage.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's looking like a failed project. From what I'm seeing, actually, I've actually taken the time to watch the Wizards because you know, the podcast. I want to be able to be educated like you guys, but yeah,
I wouldn't say failed project because it's too early. They've only played 17 games. Too early. However, it's concerning, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie. I think on one of the shows that we had, I think I said Jordan Poole's averaging 30. He's not even averaging 20. He's averaging 17, I think. So it is.
I think it's
concerning.
16. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually looked this up yesterday. Let me
Bro,
see.
like he's just so
It's 16.4
inconsistent.
or
So
something.
inconsistent. It's crazy, but Kuz has been hooping though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, Kuzma
He's
hooping.
averaging like 24 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
24 and like 7. He's hooping.
Kuzma's been hooping. I'm not gonna lie. Denny's been at it like
Denny's
pretty
been
Danny's
decent.
been
too.
solid too. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
his numbers. I haven't watched a single Wizards game, by the way, because
They're so boring.
Can't. Yeah, like it's so boring. But
So
like,
boring.
I'll check out the stats.
I watched them versus the Pistons.
Yeah, that's the
You
game I
watched it?
Watch that game.
I watched it.
I wanted to. It was
Because it was
I had to see who was the worst team in the league, bro. That was I picked it up third quarter. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably I felt like I was watching an AAU game. Like it was hilarious, bro. It was actually entertaining.
Like, bro, it was just.
It was entertaining how bad it was. I'm not even joking.
I kind of stopped and I went over to another game, but yeah, that.
I'm not gonna lie. I would say Detroit's better than Washington.
For sure.
Even though Washington
Bro, but
won.
I swear somebody told me that Detroit was about to be like this crazy young team. They were gonna have. Like,
They
I
have
thought-
good.
Somebody said that.
They have good pieces. They just haven't put it together, and I don't know
And
why.
they're still young, so I feel like they still got time, like
Yeah.
a couple years, but like they just gotta figure it
Their
out.
rotations
They
are-
paid- Jalen Duren's been kind of crazy.
yeah.
They have Asar Thompson, right?
Their rotations are odd. Yeah, they play Killian too much. They don't play Jaden Ivey enough. Asar Thompson's looking he's looking tough. Who else? Who's their center?
Duran.
Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah,
Oh, and Isaiah Stewart.
Duran's been looking tough. Isaiah Stewart's been looking tough. Wiseman's not been looking tough, but
Wiseman doesn't even play. Bagley doesn't even play like that.
no surprise there. Yeah, I don't know why Bagley doesn't.
Why aren't you guys playing Wiseman?
Huh?
Why aren't you guys playing Wiseman?
You guys?
Guys.
No, my fault.
About to say. I think because Duran's just been hooping. Duran and Stewart, they got two.
Duran's likes that though. Wiseman's inconsistent, but to go back to the Wizards,
Trash.
I wouldn't even say I was gonna say I wouldn't even say offense is the problem, defense is, but everything's the problem. Let's be honest. Yeah, but defense is
you guys-
defense is terrible.
You know, one thing I see, bro. I think like if you guys had a Kristaps, you guys would actually be a competitive team in the East. Honestly,
If we had Kristaps?
I definitely think.
No.
I don't know about competitive, but we'd be better.
What about-
We'd be
Not at
better.
all,
I definitely
bro.
think you guys could have made a playoff. Like, bro, Kristaps Porzingis is like the stats he was putting up last year. He was averaging like what 23.
But you're
points a
saying
game.
that if we added Kristaps,
If you had Kristaps, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma,
you're saying we'd be competitive in the
Nah.
East?
not competitive. Like the East is pretty
We'd
good.
be
Like I'm not gonna lie, the
we'd be
East is really good
borderline
this year.
8th seed.
Yeah,
Borderline
nah,
8th
we-
seed.
AC, yeah, I'm saying
We
competitive.
were
That's competitive.
better last year when we had.
Were you guys what the 11th seed? Were you guys the 11th seed last year?
Something like that, right?
11?
Yeah, we didn't make the play.
You guys were like a game or two away from playing.
We were 11th
11th, right?
or 12th.
Right.
The problem is everyone knew it was gonna be bad. Like we knew we were
Yeah.
tanking. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's the fact that we wanted to see like progress within the tank. I feel like, because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen the media crucifying the Wizards. I'm like, hey, bro, like Detroit used to win like 8 games a year, bro. Like, relax on us. You know what I mean? Like, why are you hitting on us our first year of our
But I feel like it's because y'all got Jordan Poole. He already had.
That's
like,
what I'm saying though.
Like,
yeah, we wanted to see him progress. We don't care if he gets 35 on inefficient. You know what I mean? Like,
on some, like,
we're not trying to win games out here. You know what I mean? But it's just like he's
he
not.
should do what like Devin Booker did before like CP3 and like.
Yeah, we want to see that type of. You know what I mean?
Facts,
Devin Booker,
yeah.
but in the Suns, like you might say he's putting up useless stats, but it's like at least we know he can get those buckets. We know he's hooping. But I don't want to see Jordan Poole dropping 8 points.
Damn, you guys have some crazy games. Magic L, Sixers L, Nets.
The
Magic are
talking
nice
about
though
it
right
Yeah,
now.
I'm saying the Magic are very.
Sixers, that's a given L. Who else?
Yeah.
Nets. That's good.
That's
It's
we
a,
could.
it's
Better
a
than
way.
us. Like every team, like you're gonna name is gonna be better.
Every
than us,
team's
honestly.
better.
So like,
Every single team.
I'm just gonna step up for that team.
There's no like direction. Like the direction was supposed to be Poole gets better. Kuz is already pretty nice. Just continue hooping at that pace, and then like you know what I mean. Like we build the pieces around. We just figure it out. But it's like if Poole's ass, that was supposed to be a foundational piece. So what do we do from here? And he's getting like 8 points a game.
and I don't even
How Kuzma?
understand it.
No.
Poole.
Poole.
Not like actually like
Yeah, I know
averaging
what you
8 points a
mean,
game,
yeah.
but there's games where he's getting like 8 points. The one where Ruby Rose came and she bet the over on 15 points. You couldn't drop 15 points, bro. Come on. You're literally giving a green light. Bro, you know fried me that one play where he dropped Cade?
And then he
Yeah, and he could have just took a little
Bruh.
floaty and then just decided to do something. Like he plays stupid. It's like he's not even bad.
Yeah.
He's fluid when he moves. Like we know what he can do with the rocket.
You know, I actually remember this ESPN analyst saying this last year, but I didn't I didn't believe him. I was like, maybe he has to be on his own team to figure it out. But like, they're like his basketball IQ is terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
They said that when he was in Golden State. I didn't realize that until like.
and skill wise, he's there. Like,
Yeah.
He's unguardable. Like he's literally like
has a crazy
skill-wise, he's up
bag.
there. He just
Yeah.
has terrible.
He has a crazy bag, and then he does like, bro. I've seen this shit. It was like Jordan Poole might have the best highlight reel of non-highlights. It's like the way like he'll get a crazy like you know what I mean. Like he'll create space like really efficiently, and then just do some stupid break a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he's just not putting the whole thing together, and he's really good at creating space. I'm not gonna lie. His handle's nice. His dribbling skills are up there. So it's like, just what are you doing? Like you're not making good decisions.
I don't know. The Wizards. I feel like they're kind of in a tank situation right now.
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
Getting
but it's
into-
like, where do we start now? I guess with Kuzma.
They should already be looking at next season, bro. Like you're not making the playoffs. You're not making a play.
Hey.
That's
for sure.
crazy.
Unless you do something crazy by the trade deadline. Like it's,
I guess we build around Kuzma, bro. I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna give Jordan Poole a little more time to get his thing together.
Hundo. Let's talk about the NBA's team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, honestly, 80's been cooking.
100%.
Bron's
LeBron's been cooking,
Bron's
bro.
been cooking.
I was kind of, I was actually about to go to that Philly game. Luckily, I
Really?
didn't go.
Oh yeah, that was pathetic.
That was a 44-point loss.
That was pathetic.
Sheesh.
Thank God I didn't pay my money.
Bro, it's just the rest of the team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's literally just the rest of the team.
You know, a lot of pieces aren't there. Vanderbilt's not there right now. You feel me? We're having a lot of questions about AR right now. It's just, I
Yeah.
think a lot of fluidity is going on within the team. I'm glad that AD and LeBron are actually like stepping up. So like, I'm kind of confident we'll figure everything out. But as long as those two are healthy and playing well, I'm really sure of what's gonna happen with the Lakers.
I'm not
Obviously,
even kidding though, but like if you look at that team and their roster, like on paper, like they shouldn't be this bad. I think it just
Yeah.
always happens. I've always been a LeBron fan. Any team he's on, people
Yeah.
just don't play.
They don't
like,
play good,
They don't
bro.
play. I'm like, what do you like? I watched you cook.
you know what makes me mad though? I see LeBron like bust his ass like every single game. Like, bro, you see him after the game. He's like he's dead. Like he's wearing ice. Like, you know what I mean? Like Kobe's like 20th season. You feel me? Like he's dead. Like he can't even like do it anymore. But he still does it consistently. So it's like, for me, the way I look at it is like somebody has to help LeBron, or we're gonna get into playoff time and LeBron's not gonna be there like he is right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Like-
that's the only thing I worry about, because he needs to rest a little bit just for the playoff time.
And it's like, bro, like y'all should be there. Like, I'm not saying like it's a competitive league now, but there should be some games where you can just chill. Like, I'm literally talking play 15, 20 and chill. Bro, we saw Nuggets beat who was it? They beat, was it the Pistons? They beat
someone, yeah.
They beat the Pistons, and they just beat. It was two teams. They beat when Jokic got ejected like first or second quarter,
Yeah.
and then Aaron Gordon took over that game. You know what I mean? Like they don't have games like that. It's like why can't like
if LeBron or AD leaves the game, like the game
it's
is over. for the
done?
Lakers.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm saying,
over.
and it shouldn't be like that.
We
Like, it shouldn't be that bad.
got whooped by the Sixers, right? Both of them were playing, right? So that kind of tells you.
Yeah, like D'Lo just had 35 the other night. Who are they playing? Was it the Pistons?
Yeah, we barely. By the way, we barely beat the Pistons.
Yeah.
That was a close game, bro. That
And
was
it's
a
like-
very close game.
and it's-
D'Lo had that 35 AD had to have a double-double. Like these type of things.
And I don't want to see D'Lo drop 35 on the Pistons. I want to see him go drop 35 against the Kings, against the Clippers.
The Nuggets, like big time Western Conference.
You know what the issue is though? I think they're like they have guys like Reeves and D'Lo who are like good offensive players, but they're not too consistent, and they have no defense. So if they're not making their shots, they're getting worked on the other end. It's a blowout.
And one thing I noticed, obviously watching Lakers games in depth, bro, these teams have a stop for AR. Like they already have stops. Like the Sixers, I remember. So we were coming down the court. I think it was D'Lo or something, and you tried to pass it to AR. Bro, they had the Sixers had 2 defenders right at the perimeter ready for AR. So he couldn't even get the ball. He couldn't even get the ball because they already had a defensive plan for him. So he's no longer a surprise to the league, right? We know he can perform. So what we have to do is now like make a situation so he can create space so he can score, right?
Yeah, he's on the game plan now.
Exactly. But that goes back to coaching. I don't know coaches. I don't know what the Lakers coach is like. I don't know how he diagrams a game. I feel like he's made some nice moves like Prince coming into the starting lineup. I like that. Cam Reddish coming in once in a while to the starting lineup. I like that. Right. Max Christie was actually on our starting lineup. I think not the Pistons game, but the Sixers game. So that was
started.
He started the Sixers game and he started the Cavs game.
Hey, he had a nice ass stop on D Mitch at the end of that Cavs game.
Cavs game. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
And it was like D Mitch, like he came down from half and it was just ISO. I was looking at it like Max Christie's about to get cooked. Bro, he was mirroring him. And you know D Mitch, bro, he's crazy with boom, stop, hezzy, go. Stuck to him like that. Stuck to him. I'm gonna show you that possession after. Stuck to him. I was like, okay, that's like we need more of that. You know what I mean?
And he's our young guy. You know what I mean? These are the guys we have to develop. So that was a W move by coach. But I think going forward, it's like we have to find a consistent first of all, consistent starting 5. So we're like let's look at it.
I think Vando coming back is gonna help. Though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we're 19 games in.
Yo, they don't play Rui enough. What's good with that?
I don't know. I think the thing is, we're paying him a lot of money, so I think we should be paying. Like we paid him from last season, so he did well against the Grizzlies. So I really don't know because
he's been consistent this year too.
Yeah,
every time I look at him, he's putting up good stats. Good numbers.
He's getting
but we have a lot of players competing for a spot, right? We have Prince, Vanderbilt's not even back yet. You feel me?
Prince has been ass though. Last 5 games, he's been ass.
He's been ass is deteriorating, but I'm saying before then, I feel like Prince has been our best. You know what I mean? Our best force. So I would personally say that we keep Prince in that starting lineup. Give Vanderbilt the chance, but we were too patient with AR, right? We waited 10, 11 games for him to really to take him out to finally put somebody in for him. But I think, Vanderbilt come in, give him 5 games, right? Obviously he's going to take his time. He might not be the best his first game, but after 5 games, if he's not the same Vanderbilt from last year, I honestly say put back that same rotation, right? Because the Lakers don't have time to be patient because we're trying to win a chip. Honestly, I feel like we should be looking to win a chip. I don't know what the angle of the team is, right? But I think we should be winning a chip.
It should be like they can I don't know how to describe it. They should be way more. It feels like y'all are dogfighting for every win.
That's the thing.
It should be way more chill than that. Y'all should have some blowouts. I'm not saying win every game.
But we don't have offensive structure. We never come into a game with this proper game plan. Yeah. It's either LeBron has to take over because we're down by 10, 15 in the first quarter, like always, right? Or it's Anthony Davis. He has to, second half, he just has to ball out, right? Get OC boards, and then he has to go to the paint. He has to post up, get these points. So it's there's not a game plan. It's just somebody steps up and the team follows or mediocrely follows, and then we might win the game or we might lose, right? That's how the Lakers are playing. I've watched every single game. This is how we play, right? Nice. So I think that's how we're gonna have to adjust going forward. We're obviously down to the OKC Thunder right now. I'm not happy about that. I watched the first quarter, so
is it 4th right now?
We're down by 20. We're losing that game. It's 3 minutes left. We're down by 20. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I'm actually gonna
wait. Let me ask you. Do y'all think Darvin Ham is the problem? Because
the thing about Darvin Ham is I kind of was a fan of him last year, but I had a buddy of mine tell me you were blindsided by us doing so well that you didn't realize how much Darvin Ham needed to improve as a coach. Because we just had luckily AD become healthy. He had a miraculous run, and then we just basically got into the playoffs, and then everything else happened. But yeah, Darvin Ham, I don't know if he's a legit coach because he doesn't put on proper game plans, and I don't know, us as a team, it's confusing because I don't know what our motives are when we get into games. I don't know our game plan strategies, and I feel for a team like the Lakers, we should know what's going on, right? The Nuggets have a structure, right? The Sixers have their own game plan. Tyrese Maxey stepped up after James Harden left, right? We saw that, so I don't know. I honestly feel we should give him. We're 11-8, right? We're about to be 11-9. Yeah, give him 30 games, 35 games, see our record. I think Lakers Nation should go from there. We should judge him from there, but I'm not happy with how we're starting. It's 20 games in, we're 11-9, We're 8th in the West, bro. This is not
where are the Pelicans?
The Pelicans are above us, I believe.
McCollum just came back too.
8. They're 8th. They're 10 and 9. So they're right next to us.
Pelicans look really nice.
They play the Spurs. They're probably gonna win that game.
Pelicans been looking really
healthy,
nice.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we're competing with the Pelicans and the Kings, right? When we should be competing with the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, and the Mavs. Like, the Mavs are doing better than us, and on paper, we're a better team than them. Honestly.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Like, so it's like those type of things are unacceptable, and we have a full healthy roster, right? One guy's gone. Like it's a scary time to be a Lakers fan, bro. Honestly. You know, getting into actually the NBA in-season tournament, our final topic for today. The groups have been made. So next Tuesday, it's going to be the Lakers, Suns, right? And then Monday is going to be Kings, Pelicans, Bucks, Knicks, and then Pacers, Celtics. I guess for our first NBA in-season tournament, we should do our final predictions now because obviously, I think we did it in the beginning of the season, but we can really determine it now. But who do you guys feel like?
So are these the last games of?
Yeah, no, these are not the last game. So these are the quarterfinals and the semifinals and the championship. So obviously the quarterfinals is happening next week. I'm guessing the semifinals happen that Thursday. So literally 2 days after the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the championship is on Saturday. Yeah. So who do you guys have winning it? I guess is the question to ask.
It's only one team that wins.
Yeah, for one team. Yeah.
All of it.
I'd say probably Boston, but
I was
want
about to say Celtics.
Boston.
it's Boston.
Yeah.
Or Milwaukee because Milwaukee's been looking really nice.
You think
too.
Phoenix knocks us out first?
Who's at home?
Us.
Lakers have been playing well in the tournament, though, right?
They're first actually. They're the first seed.
Which
on the Western Conference side.
Man, I don't
I think
know.
they have if they're playing the Suns, they have a chance. But like later on, if they're playing a team like the Celtics or the Bucks. Nah. So
See, I'm not gonna lie. I think
No, the only way we play a team in the East is obviously in the final.
in the final, right?
Right.
I think Suns might beat the Lakers because I don't think Lakers have played Phoenix with Book and KD healthy.
Yeah, we played with Beal and.
I think if Book is healthy, then Phoenix probably win that game.
I think Lakers have a chance
But
just
if-
because the Suns aren't like super
If
cohesive
80's,
yet.
because 80's playing too, right? If Brown and 80 are playing, like
Yeah.
can't really count them. I feel like it'll
You
be
can't-
a
you
good game.
can't, yeah,
Like
it's-
it just depends who's
it's gonna be a
having
great
night
game.
that night, but
That's gonna be a good game.
Do you think it's gonna have like playoff atmosphere or just like
We saw that Kings. I feel like that Kings and Warriors game was one of the few. Also, that Nuggets and Mavs game was pretty playoff
Yeah.
intensity.
it's been pretty intense.
You think it was a W idea from the NBA?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
cool.
something diverse, bro. NBA needed something like this, like to compare it to like Premier League or something where they have different like tournaments and whatnot.
Right.
Basketball needed something because it was getting repetitive. But W move
move. You guys, you said so Celtics?
Boston.
Who do you have?
Celtics.
Celtics, bro. They're playing well without Porzingis. Like, isn't he out right now? He's hurt or he's been out a few games.
He's out.
The last I saw, he wasn't playing in a game. I don't know if it was for like a 1 or 2 game thing or if he's actually out, but
Is it knee?
they're still cruising. I did not see. I forgot.
Celtics are just looking
They got
crazy,
too many
bro.
weapons, yeah.
It's looking like they could have like 4 All-Stars at this point. Like, I don't even know.
The Bucks have been good, but not as good as I thought.
Yeah.
Me
They
too,
started
yeah.
off slow. They're catching up now. But Celtics, bro.
They're 2 minutes. So they're tied. No, actually, the Bulls are up by 2 points against them right now. The Bulls are like the 3rd worst team in the East. Yeah.
Oh, the Bulls are.
The Bulls are beating the
done.
Bucks right now.
Nah, the Bulls are. I think that they're about to get rid of DeRozan and Levine because
Probably.
Really?
Levine first, but yeah, I think they're getting rid of both.
I feel about. I've heard Levine's like a hothead in that. That's right. That back.
Yeah, he's
that
a bad
front-
locker
I've heard
room
stuff
guy.
too, yeah, but
What teams would you guys want to see them on?
Zach Levine.
Ooh, Samson's gonna say Lakers.
the Lakers could use a guy like him.
I would.
honestly.
Yeah,
They could use
They could.
Levine
An
bad.
athletic
Everyone
guard.
always says like whenever there's a free agent,
LA.
Lakers are always the first
Yeah,
team.
bro,
So-
There's a
always.
jersey if I'm on Google with the Lakers jersey. I
Bro,
swear.
yeah,
100%,
Google a
100%.
player, Lakers jersey swap. It's there already, bro. You can probably find some Nas Reed like Lakers jersey swaps. Like
Ooh. Are we doing Levine or DeRozan right now?
Levine. Do Levine. DeRozan's the better player, obviously.
Levine.
I feel like DeRozan wants to go back to San Antonio. DeRozan back to San Antonio. Not the craziest idea.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
They don't need him. That wouldn't even help. Ah.
That would help them. What are you talking
no,
about?
think
help
they're
them,
trying
but, like,
to-
to what extent?
I don't think they want to win right now. I think they want to get a
They want
lottery
to.
pick.
They want to mold up Wemby right now.
Yeah, they want to get another lottery pick.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't even think of a single team that would use Levine. I feel like he's just like a scorer, but not really like a winner. You know?
Only team that like I see
And I
him
feel like he's
fitting
not
with,
like. I don't think he would be a number 2. Anyways, my fault.
only team I see him fitting with that like, but like I don't know how the trades would work, but like fitting with Heat.
Ooh.
Oh, Levine.
Yeah,
That's actually very.
'cause they could have used Dame a lot.
They would have to get rid of like Hero and like.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
Hero.
It's not
That's
worth
it.
it.
Hero. No one else. It's definitely worth it. Hero for a Zach Levine trade.
Yeah, it's worth it.
That's worth
Yeah.
it. It's like how old is Zach Levine now? He's young though, right?
I don't know, like it's like kind of even, but like the thing is, Heat are very big on their culture, so I don't know if they're willing to get rid of Hero because they weren't even.
And I wouldn't.
You
for
wouldn't-
Levine, because like Levine is
Yeah,
probably
it's- yeah.
better, but like, bro, just look at his resume, bro. Like he's been scoring
Heroes, like,
points
what,
on losing teams for his whole career.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
That's
Heroes
so
like
true.
23, 24.
I don't even think he's been. Has he even been to the playoffs?
Who?
No, one time. The Bulls. They went to the
Yeah, the
playoffs.
Bulls.
once, yeah,
He
but,
never
like,
went with the Timberwolves. He never won the Timberwolves.
I don't think he
no.
knows how to win.
It's just
bro.
first that first round exit. Like
He's nice though. Don't
Last
get
year.
it twisted.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely tough. I just like. I feel like it's a risk with a guy like that. You know, like it's one of those things where like you think it's gonna be a superstar team and then it doesn't work out.
I had no. I feel you.
wouldn't risk it with Levine. I feel like Levine could go to a team like. I was thinking like
I'm thinking New York right now.
that could be tough actually. But
That's
would
what,
be good.
That's what I'm really because they don't have a shooting guard.
Jalen
like
Brunson. Him.
instead of Josh Hart, yeah, that would fit.
Hell yeah, bro.
No.
Josh Hart to the sixth.
I was
man,
thinking
bro.
a team like, probably not right now, but like a team like the Magic, like who's on a come up, but like
yeah,
they're already on a win streak, so
They need
it
a
might
vet
mess it
who-
up.
yeah,
but like
yeah, yeah.
if something happened later in the season, they got Levine, I feel like that would be a good pickup. But
What do you think about the Magic? Do you feel like they're serious? Like,
I don't think this is
I
their
think he
time,
did-
but they're looking tough, bro. I'm not
I feel
gonna
like
lie.
they're
Yeah.
good, man. I feel like they've been slept on because I was watching on like the NBA Instagram, like NBA players were picking who they thought was gonna be like a sleeper in the tournament. Everybody was saying the Magic. Like all these NBA players were like, I think the Magic are gonna be a sleeper. And
right?
they're on like an 8-game win streak right now.
Yeah,
8, bro. Yeah.
I think they're second in the East.
Yeah, they are.
they're 9 in the last. Yeah, in the last 8 games, they're 9-1. 8 and 1.
I don't believe it though. Like I have to. Like, I don't know. Just
I don't think
Bro,
they're
they
I look at their roster. I'm like,
they spanked us. They spanked us. Like we beat them the first time, but then we went to Orlando and we got spanked by them. So
the
Lakers, yeah.
Everyone spanks the Lakers though. You know, catch them on a bad night.
yeah,
They're just like
I'll work them too, bro.
they're just cohesive. Like they all work together well.
Yeah.
but yeah, 8 game.
Their players
Hold
try
on.
hard. Like it's tough, and they're all young too, so they got the energy.
I'm excited for that Magic team. Are you guys like? Let me ask you guys because I feel like I've had this discussion before. Are you guys disappointed with the Bucks so far?
No, aren't they close to the third seed?
They're third seed,
Can't
but
be
like,
disappointed at that.
wouldn't you say they? I feel like they're kind of lower from the expectations of.
It
like,
always
most people.
takes time. Like
Yeah.
whenever you get like a new starter with a team, it always takes time. So I think they'll be straight and like in the playoffs, bro. Like you're facing Dame and Giannis, you have a good chance. You know?
There's a few games where they didn't play together either. I think Giannis
Yeah.
was out like 2 games, and like Damian was out like 3.
When you guys determine like, okay, these are the standings for the games, because I feel like I'm like, after like maybe 50 games, 45 to 50 games, I'm like, okay, this is how the NBA is gonna end up.
Yeah,
for the,
like
for the
40,
postseason. 45, right?
yeah.
Something like later, yeah. But it's getting hard now because bro, like every team is getting so much better. Like bro, random teams are beating random teams.
Yeah.
It's getting to that.
I love that though for the NBA. I love
It's
that.
good, yeah. But like.
On any random night, yeah, like the Houston Rockets could beat like Nuggets, and it's like, what the hell just
They
happened?
beat him twice.
They beat them twice.
Crazy,
yeah,
right?
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell just happened? But it's just like, you just gotta go with it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
because
The
no,
West
no,
is-
no team is like actually-
Guaranteed.
That's a lie. I was gonna say no team's garbage, but unfortunately, Washington sports do exist.
Yeah.
And the Pistons are pretty ass too. But other than that, I don't think any team is garbage.
The Grizzlies are pretty like the Grizzlies and Spurs, but
Grizzlies are pretty bad too. Spurs is pretty
they're 8
bad.
I know. I had a friend.
Yo,
I had a
Spurs-
call with my Grizzlies fan. He said we're 8 games away from Ja. 8 games away. They've been counting.
I'm not gonna lie, like for them I understand though, because they don't have Ja, they don't have Steven Adams, right?
yeah, no Steven Adams.
They don't even have their backup Brandon Clark.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like you're playing
You
with
just
like
got every night.
shot.
Desmond Bain, go hoop. Desmond Bain, you got this, bro. And the Spurs, I don't know what they're doing. Get Jeremy Sochan off point guard position,
That's
bro.
crazy. I don't know
on
what-
God.
What is
on God.
he doing?
I really
Right,
don't-
it'll be Wemby sealed out his defender, and the defender will be like a foot and a half shorter than him. He'll look at him and be like, "It's
Nah,
pass
yeah,
wing."
Wait, is Trey Jones not starting?
No,
Bro, he's
not a point guard, bro. You want? You
He's
know what's
a great
funny?
point
You know
guard,
what's funny?
too.
There's a 3-on-1, right? They're all running down. Trey Jones is on the wing. Wemby's running on Sochan's left. Sochan takes it to the top of the key. Instead of throwing the easy lob to Wemby, he passes to Trey Jones on the wing. As soon as Trey Jones gets it, boom, he throws the lobs. What's it called? Wemby.
He
dunks
could have
it.
just done it in the.
Yeah,
first
that's what I'm
place.
saying.
Yeah.
Wemby, he could have just done it to Wemby,
Yeah.
but instead he waits. Like he just makes bad point guard decisions. I'm not even saying he's a bad player, but like
He's not even a natural point guard.
He's not. I don't know
just
what they're
putting him
doing.
to be different. I
put him
feel
at like small forward, power forward or something.
Yeah.
He's good on defense. But it's like, why are you running him at point guard?
Yeah.
Put Trey Jones at
I
point
guess
guard.
you just trust.
Yeah, he instantly threw in the lob, and it was like, dude.
Yeah.
But I guess you can't say anything because it's Greg Popovich. You gotta
Yeah,
just
he's
trust him, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
I guess he knows what he's doing at this point, right?
But I mean, I think Trey Jones is one of those guys who like doesn't turn it over, makes the right pass. So
Yeah.
I thought he should start. And
Yeah.
he plays good defense. So.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, when you have a player like Wemby's height and everything like that, you want a point guard next to him so he can really
Exactly,
develop. I'm not cool. I think a lot of the coaches in the NBA are just mid, bro.
Word, really? You know, I literally had this discussion with somebody like 2-3 days ago. They're just kind of like
I don't know what they did to get to those positions, but there's probably like 7 coaches I think are good, and I think a lot of them are just vibing.
Like who?
I got to think about him. He's not gas.
Good or trash coaches?
Good coaches.
Good.
Spoelstra.
Oh, good.
Spoelstra,
Okay.
easy.
He's a legend.
Who's what was it?
The Kings
Nuggets coach?
Mike Brown.
Mike Malone.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Yeah, Mike Brown's a W.
Kerr,
Popovich. Of course. Those are legends. Who else? Who's Philly's coach? What's his name?
Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse.
He's tough.
Yeah, I was looking for Nick Nurse.
Proven
That's what I was
champion.
thinking.
I respect him. I got respect for him.
And then
Yeah,
you could say Missoula. He's pretty tough.
Oh, he's
pretty tough.
Oh, the
Celtics.
The Celtics. Oh,
Yeah.
the Rockets. Ime Udoka.
Oh, Ime Udoka.
He might be the best coach.
I don't even know if
they have a positive record now because of him.
I don't even know if Missoula's good or if his players are just good. I'm not gonna lie.
facts.
Yeah, Celtics are kind of
Bro,
OC.
I'm gonna give it a beat. I don't even. This is gonna sound crazy. I don't even think Steve Kerr's that good of a coach. I think he just had the
Damn.
personnel, and he built off.
Damn.
Who's the coach before him? Was it Mike Brown?
Mark
No.
Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Built
Yeah.
off his system, and just when you
Yeah.
have all those players,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there've been so
But-
many controversies about like him like
I've
stealing his
heard
team.
that. I've heard he's
Yeah.
not a good coach too, but like when you look at the off-ball movement, they're all running like that's Steve Kerr. You know,
It's all
like, he's
Steve
doing
Kerr.
that, and
That's
I'm
true.
like, here's the thing.
Pause on God. Like,
lot of
bro,
it's Mark Jackson,
On
too.
God, I remember watching a Denver Nuggets and Golden State Warriors playoff game. I think a year before
in
Mark
the
Jackson
day?
got when Mark Jackson before he got fired. It was that, and then I think the Warriors played the Spurs beforehand. This is when the Spurs still had Tim Duncan and all that. They were playing like that. They weren't as good because the NBA wasn't built like that. And Steph Curry, Clay weren't as I feel like they weren't as efficient shooters at the time. But I do remember them playing like that. Steve Kerr definitely polished it. 100% he polished it. But I do remember a time where they were playing that type of ball when Mark Jackson was coach.
Yeah,
I get.
He made the system, and then Steve Kerr
Facts, and,
perfected
like,
it.
I will say, like he probably gets more credit than he deserves because like this team is stacked, right? They've been good since.
But you do have to remember the Warriors were a second. They lost in the second round the year before, and they won the chip the next year when Steve Kerr came. So it kind of shows that.
Yeah.
Like he was that extra step, and like he's been consistent, bro. Like they went to the finals. What 5 straight years, right?
5, yeah.
5 straight years. Like he's consistent, you know. And then they miss it, and then they win another ring. Like he's been consistent, so I think he's a good coach.
I feel like I'm hating a little too much too, because some coaches like they just literally don't have the personnel. You can drop whatever game plan you want, but if you don't have the right players, like what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But I also think a lot of them just vibe out. Like I don't think they're really out there like.
You think a coach like what's his name? Who's the Russian dude that coached the Cavs when LeBron?
I was just about to say that David Blatt,
David Blatt.
worst coach I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. That's so funny.
How did he
was
get a
actually,
job,
he did
bro?
nothing.
It's crazy.
I think he was coaching.
Doc
in
Rivers
Turkey
is
or something
garbage
like that.
too. I'll say that right now.
You think Doc Rivers is
Doc Rivers is garbage.
Honest to
and
God?
Ty Lue is very questionable.
Whoa!
No.
I
disagree.
As much as
Ty Lue's a questionable.
as bad as
No,
tough.
earlier in his career he was tough. Now I swear to God he's questionable. Bro, all his rotations with the Clippers right now, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Bro, he could have it 2-man units.
But I think you have to understand. Oh, they're actually playing the Warriors right now. I'm gonna watch that game after.
Clippers spanked the Kings last night.
Yeah,
They
they
looked
did.
really good.
Well, but the Kings were on a back-to-back, so I'm not gonna give them too much credit on that. But I think they beat the Mavs too.
Yeah,
okay,
but
I'm
again,
actually gonna. Give
and
them
then right before that though, they lost to the Nuggets without
Yeah.
Jokic, Murray,
Yeah.
and you know Aaron Gordon. So it's like,
PG sold that game though. PG played
Which game?
versus the Nuggets.
Oh yes,
That's
yes.
the in-season tournament game when
Was it in?
because they played the Nuggets. This is when they
It was like 3 days ago. It was like 3 days
Oh,
ago.
okay, now I'm thinking
No,
about
that was in season.
They almost won that one.
No,
Yeah.
this was
God,
3 days
Reggie
ago.
Jackson
There's
at
no Jokic.
35?
When
Oh
Reggie
my
and
God,
DeAndre went crazy.
Oh, it was that game.
Yeah, PG had like 6
It was
points.
against the Clippers.
Yeah,
Oh,
PG.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
They lost-
Paul George
they
played.
lost to?
Paul George played 30.
Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan, bro. If it is 2023 and you're getting worked by Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan, bro, make some adjustments. Like, what are you doing,
Reggie
bro?
Jackson in
How do you
How do you
2020.
let Reggie Jackson get 35?
How does he have a job in the NBA?
That's what I'm saying. Bro, I'm not even saying Reggie Jackson's bad. Reggie Jackson's
Yeah.
solid. If you're
He had
letting
his time,
Andre Drummond get 21 points on
DeAndre
Bro,
Jordan.
Andre Drummond's not even
DeAndre Jordan. Bro, you know they said that was the first time since 2018
since he was on the Clippers.
that he had that amount of like 21 points.
Wow.
Since 2018, bro. So that just means you're getting cooked, bro. What is Tyronn Lue doing?
That's crazy.
You feel me? You have Kawhi,
But
Westbrook. Even if they don't like mesh all together, you still have PG, Westbrook, Kawhi, Harden. Like you should not be losing.
I think you have to give him some sympathy. He just got a star player on his squad. I think he's trying to like gel that. He just got it like 5-6 games ago. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
gonna-
his rotations are just garbage, bro. Like,
But I think before James Harden, we
but
gotta
like-
give him credit. They were a
No,
W.
but like
The
think
Clippers
about it, though,
before
like-
James Harden was amazing. They were like second in the West. They were second in the West. James Harden came and obviously they decreased, but you can't blame that on Ty Lue. You cannot blame that.
I
on Ty
can't
Lue.
blame it. Like I never thought about it, bro. But like these trades happen, and then within a week, these guys are already playing in like a whole real live
Yeah.
game against a team that has chemistry for.
That's what I'm saying. So you
season
can't blame
two,
Ty Lue for
like,
trying
It's
to.
hard, bro. It's hard to like win and like get that. So I'm gonna give him time. It's still early, but like I still think he's a good coach because he came back from 3-1. Like at the end of the day, like you have to make adjustments when you're like.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to make adjustments.
That's his
and
legacy.
He did that. You know.
If anything, if he wins with the Clippers as well, he's a W.
All right, but we can agree Doc Rivers is garbage.
You know,
can
now
agree,
you can
but,
say
like,
now he's garbage. But
Didn't he
he's
blow
not even a
2-3-1
coach, he's
leads
not
in
a
his
coach
career?
anymore.
Yeah, not right now.
not-
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
This is
saying
his first season not being
he's
a
on,
coach
he's
all
on
the time.
ESPN. That's how
Bro,
you
he
know
has
he's
the most,
a-
he has the most 3-1 losses of any coach, the most 3-2 losses of any coach.
You think he lives on that Boston
He
Celtics?
lives off it, bro. He lives off it.
He has the most 3-2 losses.
3-2 losses,
3-2 or
3-1
3-1?
losses, both.
No,
Oh.
I think multiple 3-1s is crazy itself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's already crazy. I think he has 8 3-2s.
He fumbled the Clippers and
Oh
Rockets.
my
What else?
God. Like, it's
hold up.
crazy.
He fumbled the Clippers and Rockets. Oh, he fumbled the Sixers and Celtics.
Yeah,
Oh my God! Yeah.
that was the last year, and that's when people really started looking at him, and they were like, "Yo, let's go with this guy."
Celtics.
Yeah.
Clippers, Clippers in the bubble.
Against the Nuggets?
That was him too.
And Clippers,
Oh my
Clippers
God.
when they lost to
Nah, against the
Houston.
Nuggets.
The
against the Mavs,
and the
nigga.
Lob City Clippers.
Against the
Yeah.
Mavericks, right?
And against the Mavs. It was against the Mavs, right?
When they were down 3, they were up 3-1. I forgot. It was in the bubble. I forgot. Who
No,
they
it was the
played.
Nuggets.
Yeah,
It was
it
the
was
Nuggets.
The
Nuggets.
Nuggets?
Yeah, it was the Nuggets.
That too,
Because they
yeah.
beat the Mavs. They beat the.
Wow.
But I just remember that. I remember the first second game.
Suns was the one who lost to the Mavs.
Yeah. I remember because I remember that it was like the first second game. Luka went off in the bubble. They lost that series, but like I just remember he went off and they started criticizing PG and Kawhi.
Yeah,
and
he was averaging like
they just turned up.
31, and he was cooking them, and then I think they won game
They
6.
turned.
Yeah.
They turned.
Yeah.
up. They
And I
turned
think
up.
Philly was up 3-2 against the Hawks.
Yep. That's one of his
Dang,
3-2.
dog.
That's one of his 3-2 losses. He has way more 3-2
Yeah.
losses. Like he has like 8 of them, bro. It's crazy.
Damn, dog. Yeah, maybe
Probably why he doesn't have a job right now. Honestly, I don't know any team that would need him.
he's questionable. Yeah, he's
Rebuilding squad. I'd be like, I'd rather trust a young coach, someone out of college.
One random
like,
coach though. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound random as hell. Quinn Snyder's kind of alright.
I like him.
He's
I like
The
him.
Hawks.
Yeah,
he's just
alright.
kind of alright.
He's alright, right?
I don't know why I like him. He's just kind of cool.
Nah,
like-
he was good. I remember because he coached the Jazz when they were like the 1-seeder.
Yeah, they were.
They won when they beat the Thunder, right?
Yeah,
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 he's
the
on the
coach
Hawks
there.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's alright. I don't know why.
yeah, he's cool.
But I say there's like 10 good coaches and then like 20 like 10 mediocre and then 10 ass.
Yeah.
10 average and then 10
I
ass.
think Jason Kidd's a good coach.
For sure.
Mavs,
Wait,
yeah, he's solid.
Yeah.
I'll put him in at 10.
Who else?
He because of the Knicks and I think he got his red back with the Mavs when he was on the
was
Nets.
on the
when the
Nets,
Nets and
yeah.
Knicks, he kind of had like
How
a
about,
messed up.
I low-key don't like Tom Thibodeau.
I don't either.
I liked him back in the day.
Back in the day, but now
not
he-
anymore.
But
not
you know
anymore.
the thing about Thibodeau, like I feel like he with the Bulls, it was like I feel like he had so
Oh, I
much
miss-
pressure.
I miss that.
I feel like he had so much pressure put on him, and I don't think you guys realize, but that I really don't think that Bulls team was ever like championship bound. Like I feel like they were like
regular season, like
they were regular season good, but like
Yeah.
bro, they were competing against the big three Celtics, the big four Celtics. They're competing with the big three Heat.
Heat,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
like I feel like that Bulls team, they were so young, but like if D-Rose had stayed healthy for a little bit longer,
I don't blame him for that. He's just more of a defensive coach and it's more of an offensive league now, so he has to adjust.
What do you
But-
mean the Bulls weren't? What are you talking about?
My thing is like I feel like a lot of people thought like Tom Thibodeau should have won with D Rose, all that, right? And I feel like people don't realize the East was probably very like at its most competitive.
But that team was really good though.
I think the Celtics and the Heat were better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, you're not gonna
he
beat-
obviously,
Heat
yeah.
LeBron, yeah.
But they
Like,
were
it makes
close.
sense.
They
They were close.
They got to 6 games.
He did what he could. And that's
Twice, by the
why-
way, twice when what's his name with LeBron on the Cavs and when he was on the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
So-
what was crazy?
Wow.
They had like Joakim Noah like 4th in MVP voting. I'm not even.
Yeah, I remember
He was
that.
What the
OC
hell?
Yeah, I remember that.
What the hell, Joakim Noah?
I remember that.
That was before a center needed to shoot a ball, man. That guy,
Yeah.
bro, what was?
Yeah,
Oh my
disgusting.
god,
But that paint was his. I'm not gonna lie.
But here's what I'll say about Tom Thibodeau though. I feel like I don't like how he coaches, but like his team, like the Knicks, always kind of like overperform. Like they always do better than I thought. Like they were a second round team last year.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna lose to the Cavs too.
Yeah, everyone
Like,
thought
like,
that.
they
I thought they were gonna
that
lose to the Cavs.
surprised me, and I was like, okay. And then like that felt. I felt like they did all right against the Heat, right? Like the Heat went to the finals. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they could have won that series, and if they won that, they could have went to the finals. You
Yeah,
know, like I
facts,
feel like
facts.
he gets results. You know,
I'll
He
say
does
one
better
thing
than
right
last year.
now. Let this happen. If the Celtics don't get to the finals again,
100%.
you will never hear me say Jason Tatum or anybody on that team's name again.
I would honestly think Jason Tatum should try to leave if they don't do anything. This
If he
season.
loses again, I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
Yeah, if
They've
he
given you
loses,
everything.
yeah.
They've given you like
Damn, but you know what's
Bro,
crazy? If you go back to NBA history, bro, there are players like this that have like Kobe. Like after Shaq left, he probably waited almost 6 years to win a chip. Like how
Yeah,
many people hate
patience.
it? Like he was about to leave to the Bulls as well. Like so, like Jason Kidd's in what? His like 7th season in the league, 8th season. How old is he?
Jason
Tatum? Yeah.
26, I think.
So he's probably in his what, like 6th year in the league, 6th, 7th.
Tatum?
7th, 8th,
Now it's the 7th.
7th.
I feel like he's at a point too where now like
Like LeBron was in the same like so many players have been in his situation. Like LeBron, that's why he went to Miami.
But it's just for me, it's mainly okay. So it's like
That's different than LeBron, bro. This guy's had a stat team since he entered the league.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
He played with everyone
very
under
true.
the sun, bro.
He was in the conference finals his rookie year.
Bro,
That's
he's
actually
been,
very true.
right, he's been in the conference finals for I feel like the last decade at this point.
He just was saying if they don't win, it's gonna be like, like all for nothing, and then they should rebuild. And I'm like, normally I would agree. Like Tatum's been in this league for so long, Brown has been in the league for so long. Like they really should win, but this team is so stacked to the point where I would just run it back and keep trying.
But how long does that take, bro? Like, are you telling?
but like, who you have Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, Derek. Like your team is so stacked to the point where like I wouldn't touch a thing. Like I feel like if they lose this year, it's because injuries. There's no. I
if that team is fully healthy, there's no way that they lose this.
Yeah, no, I was talking about strictly if they're fully healthy. If there's injuries, you know what I mean? Like last year they were saying like, oh, Jason Tatum like injured his foot like game 7. It shouldn't even went to game 7, let's be honest. But whatever, I can give you that pass.
They were down 3-0, so the fact they came back to
Tatum and Brown have finals experience now. I feel like most stars, like you'll give them that first loss in the finals. We gave it to LeBron, we gave it to KD. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You're gonna take that loss.
And not everybody's MJ. You feel me? Yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna learn from it. You're gonna get better. You know what I mean? They've had that finals loss. They've been in the Eastern Conference Finals for how many years at this point? I feel like since Kyrie went in 2018, they've been making Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously not every year. I know like bubble they weren't in it, and like a few other years, but like for the majority they've been in the last 7 years. They've been in a lot. So it's like at this point, like what else do we give you? You have a stacked roster. Spacing's crazy. Defense is crazy. You literally have almost all-star tier player at every position. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday's all-star player. Kristaps Porzingis is borderline all-star player.
Yeah, he's an all-star player.
Derek White could be a star on any other team he goes to. So it's like, I mean, if they're fully healthy, it's like, what else can I give you at this point? Like Jason Tatum, like there's stars that like wished, like imagine LeBron came in the league with this roster. Like they're like players that like.
Wait, like LeBron's like.
There's not a more blessed situation, is what I'm trying to say. For Jason Tatum, there's not a more blessed situation.
You're right. And like, if
like
he
him and
doesn't win
Lonzo
this
came in
year,
the same draft, and like
if he doesn't win this year and he ends up winning in a few years, like he's gonna be an all-time great, but like with an asterisk, because like he had everything go his way. He had every opportunity, and
but I really think Jason Tatum is a killer. But I feel like I don't know. Sometimes he doesn't bring it out when it's like the right time, and it pisses me off because I'm like, you have it. I've seen you do it, but like you're not bringing it out, and it pisses me off.
You remember that game 6 against Philly, elimination game,
right?
First 3 quarters, nigga had like 3 points, 0 for 15.
Bro, that fourth
quarter, boom,
different.
boom. I think he had like 18 points in a row. Then he says, respectfully, I'm one of the best players in the world. That game 7 drops 50. I'm like,
so he has it. He
has it. Like, you know what I mean?
why are you holding it in? Like, why? Like Kobe didn't hold it in when he needed to play. He needed to play.
That game 7, bro. This nigga was off the step back shoulder, pumping heads. He's like,
he's him.
Who is this nigga? Like, bro,
he's a top 3 talent when healthy.
On God.
When healthy and when in his mode, bro.
Yeah, he's just inconsistent as hell. And that's the same thing with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown not as inconsistent. I feel like he can be more consistent than.
It was just
Jason
that left hand dribbling.
What they have to figure out is the same thing that like LeBron, KD, and like Steph all figured out. Like if you watch them for a long time, if you look at them now compared to back then, the game is so easy and effortless for them. Like Steph Curry, I don't know if y'all remember, he had a highlight every week in 2015, 2016.
Sure.
Because he was playing more like erratic, more out of control, but it was more highlights. Now he does 1-2 moves, hits a 3. Like he's so simple. The same with LeBron, the same with KD. They get to their spots, they know how to score. Tatum, I feel like he's doing that now, but like for some reason when the big lights are on, he doesn't like do that. And I'm like, if you get to that next level where like you just simplify your game to the point where like on an off night you're gonna have 25, like you're gonna win, you know? Yeah. Because like, when was the last time you saw LeBron, KD, Steph have one of those terrible games in a big game? Like rarely, you never see it. LeBron, people talk about LeBron 2011. That's what 12 years ago. You gotta bring up a loss from 12 years ago. I can't even remember KD's last game like that. Steph, maybe his
you're actually right.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they have to figure out how to make the game simple. Like you should score with ease, and that's when I feel like you reach that next level.
And Jason Tatum's strong. He's fluid in all his movements.
That
That was a lovely take. Shout out my guy. Yeah, he's strong. He's fluid. One of the best defenders. Like it's like he doesn't have holes in his game. You know what I mean? It's like him and PG are the two people. Like they might not be the best, but they have no holes in their game that you can speak of. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good 2-way players too. So it's like, yeah, bro, you just gotta put it all together. And now like there's no excuse. Like as long as you're fully healthy, no excuses.
100%. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's pod. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to have more content. The semester's over. We're going to have a lot of more things. Wizards games, interviews, all that. Tune in. Boys, we out.